It was just before dinner, about 9 hours after I was laid off, when my daughter looked at me and said, "Mama, why are you crying?" It is without question one of the biggest fears I've had as a mother, that my life and my choices might negatively impact my daughter's life and happiness. For me, this is by far one of the most crippling parts of unemployment. It's also what I'm addressing today. How I'm surviving unemployment as a mom. And how am I going to protect my daughter's happiness while also staying appropriately honest about this change I'm going through. Actually, that doesn't sound right. That sounds like I'm going through menopause. No, I'm not going through that change. About this challenging time I'm going through. My name is Elizabeth. A little over 30 days ago, I was laid off from my six-figure paying sales job. I'm a wife, a mother, and I'm unemployed. If you've been laid off, you know the struggle. The worry that you now live with is intense as shit. And it's rough. And it now like lives inside of you, like a squatter living on your couch who just won't leave. Yet, despite the many emotions that one goes through when they're unemployed, myself included, by far the worst is how this will all impact my 3-year-old daughter. How it might change her life. Because as a parent, I only want to give her opportunities, not take anything away. So this is what I'm doing on All These Moms, my channel. Addressing the parts of parenthood, motherhood, what have you, that are not like Instagram perfect. They're not shiny, nor are they pretty. It's the real stuff that we experience as parents that most people just don't feel comfortable sharing with maybe people they know, maybe the world, or maybe even themselves. So welcome, and let's jump right in. Protecting my daughter's happiness during this time is quite complex. It not only involves making sure that her needs are met, but doing everything we can to keep her life as normal as possible. Like one thing is keeping her in her school, her preschool, for as long as we possibly can. Okay, so if you're watching this and you don't have kids, this might sound strange to you. However, the reality is that when you have a child and you are actually looking for like another job to replace your income and they're in daycare or school, the reality is you probably cannot take them out of daycare. It is virtually impossible to focus on anything else when your child is around, especially like a young child like mine. Mine's 3. It's virtually impossible. There will be no way that I can look for a job and focus for any long period of time while she's home. And the second reason is because if you take your kid out of daycare, you will likely lose your spot in that daycare. A lot of daycares now have a wait list. For example, my daughter's school, we were on the wait list for 2 years. So we're not taking her out. We lose our spot, we're in trouble. And we don't want to lose that spot. So it is a high priority for us to keep our daughter in her preschool for as long as we possibly can. And then the other thing about protecting our happiness is keeping the routines. Keeping the routines in place, but like being chilling out on the urgency of things. I mean, in the morning, I can be like a drill sergeant. Let's get up, let's go, let's have breakfast, do whatever. Now that I'm unemployed and have no real pull on my time, as outside of actually looking for a job, I'm relaxing where I can, especially in regards to her routines. We're enjoying long mornings together. I let her sleep in, we're not rushing out of the door, and we cook a meal every day together. She drops a whole cup of oatmeal on the floor, no problem. I'll pick it up. There's no rush. It's cool. We're reading that extra book at bedtime. We're doing school drop-off at 10 a.m. instead of 8:30. I'm doing everything I can to take advantage of this time and to be with my daughter as much as I possibly can. And the truth is, it's been nothing short of lovely. Now, how am I being honest with my 3-year-old about my unemployment? I know this could be controversial. I like to think of it as honesty without oversharing. We're keeping it simple because kids are smart and they can sense when something's off. A lot of people I know, myself included, grew up in a different time. I grew up in a household where my parents didn't really talk about like adulty kind of things in front of us, nor did we hear many conversations having to do with finances. Basically, we were just told not to worry about it. But kids know. Kids know when something is off. I certainly did. So I just want to do things a little differently with my daughter. Do everything I can not to add anxiety to her plate. And I feel that it's important to show her that her mama is actually human, that people go through hard things, and that I can show her how to be strong and how to overcome hard times. Which is why when my daughter asked me, Mama, why are you crying? During our breakfast the day I was laid off, I decided to tell her the truth, that Mama was going through a hard time. Mama doesn't have a job right now, but that I was going to be okay, that she was going to be okay, that we're all going to be okay. But of course, she doesn't know what being laid off is. But she saw my struggle, and then she like leaned in and she kissed my forehead and then just went right back to eating her breakfast. Right or wrong, I chose to address this issue with my daughter head on without going into too much detail. We are answering her questions, but keeping things light and bright. And we are focusing on maintaining stability by sticking to our plan to minimize any changes in her life. I really believe that these are like the important things right now. And the silver lining in this garbage dump of a situation is that I get to show my daughter like resilience and how to just get through hard times. Being unemployed is rough, but it doesn't have to be on my child. Surprisingly, I am finding that out that my efforts to kind of make her life, keep her life happy are working for me as well. We're playing, we're having fun, we're laughing a lot, we're snuggling a lot. The comfort I'm giving her, she's giving back to me, and it's honestly helping me through this a lot. I know that this is a sensitive issue, and if you're watching this video, you are likely unemployed with a child, and I could not have more compassion for you. I'm obviously going through it as well. So I know this is deeply sensitive and personal. Every family's dynamic is a little different. So not all the tips are that I'm giving or the things that work for me may work for you. However, if you are a parent, you know what is best for your child. And we all have different and unique ways of supporting our children. So please leave your tips. I want to know your tips. I want to know your tricks, and please leave them in the comments below. How do you protect your child's happiness while you're unemployed? And which routines are most important for you to prioritize within your family? I want to know. So if you're still here, thank you. In the comments below, just please leave jobless, not hopeless. And please like if you found this video helpful or useful, and also subscribe. That is the best way to support this channel. So my next video is going to be a lot more lighthearted. I've been dying to make this video for a long time. I'm going to be talking about my 3 favorite movies pertaining to motherhood that, in my opinion, show that what motherhood can be is really like. There are movies that you probably aren't expecting to be about motherhood, but they are. Check it out. And I'll see you in the next video.